Guys, I'm Natasha Tessier. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is cold here in Houston. This has been a crazy week. We got like 3 or 4 inches of snow out here in Montgomery. The roads have been icy and cold, and I just went for a walk. It's still in the 30s, which for us, that's cold. I know some of you who live up north, that's not cold, but we're kind of wimps here. So it's been cold and we've been bundling up. We even hit like 17 or 18 degrees out here the other night. So that can happen. We can have freezes. The snow, I think it's been 3 years or so it's not very common, but we do every once in a while get a cool snowstorm. School shut down for 2 days and we have been just kind of chilling. But today I wanted to talk to you about things to avoid and mistakes you don't want to make at the design center when building your new home. Hey guys, I'm Natasha Tessier. I own Dwell Realty and Design. I am a mom of 3, obviously a believer if you haven't told that by my channel. I love Jesus. I've been married to my husband for a really long time, and I have one son that goes to Baylor. He plays football there. I have another son that's going to go play college golf up in Dallas at UT Dallas. And then I have a daughter who's big in volleyball. So all my kids love sports and I love supporting them in that. Sports are really big in Texas. I'm sure most of you know that. For me personally, I used to be an interior designer. I was actually published in Southern Living on one of the houses that I designed, and I love it. But I took over and got into real estate. However, I still use both of those in my business. So I think 14 people building houses with me over 2025. And the cool part of that is when we start from scratch, I get to help you through the process. So as part of working with me, I will go to the design center with you. I do ask that you ask me for the times, because a lot of people will say, oh, we're going, Wednesday at 4:00 and I can't be there. So if you want my help, I do it via Zoom, if that will help, or I've looked at people's selections, or I will go with you. But regardless, I know the design market inside and out. I know what works. I know where I'd put my money and where I wouldn't put my money, design trends, all that stuff. And so we're going to talk about that today and things to be cautious about, where to spend your money and where not to spend your money. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is paint color right now. The stark white cabinetry is kind of going out. I have white cabinets in my kitchen. However, and one day I built this house from scratch. It's custom. I love it. One day I will do a full tour when I get it all where I want it, and then you can kind of see what I've done. But my cabinets are white still. They're just not a stark white. They're more of a neutral, natural white. And same with my walls, not these walls. These are kind of an inky black. I'm sitting in my dining room right now. But yeah, so the creamy whites are in. The real natural, kind of almost tans and taupes are coming back in. My island and my built-ins are a little more taupey. My entry is also, a very kind of creamy white. So the stark bleach white is kind of going out. I do have white on my walls for the most part, but again, it's a creamy, warm white. It's not like a stark white. One of the houses that I built, I feel like I went too white on the walls and it felt really stale. So earth tones are in. However, obviously at a design center, if they're going to charge you a crazy amount of money more to put a different paint color in your dining room, I wouldn't spend it. I wouldn't spend it on paint. But I do want to say, like, when you're doing cabinet selection, now they have a lot of like natural wood is in. The dark wood is not back in, but natural colors, light colors, a little bit of light wood, natural looking wood is very in. Maybe that's just on your island. Maybe that's all your cabinets, kind of personal preference, or earth tones. Okay, so number 2 is gray is gone. Okay, we're not going to do, I've never liked the gray wood-like floors because wood is not gray. Wood is light brown or dark brown or medium brown, but it's not gray. So when you'd see these all gray floors, I've never liked it. But the light gray walls, the gray floors, all that is kind of going out. And so I always tell my clients, try to go with, if you're going to do a wood-like tile or luxury vinyl, try to go with a normal color wood, because you're trying to emulate like what wood would look like. My floors, I don't know if you can see them, but they're all really kind of a light wood. And so I've loved that. I've put that, my first house I did ebony, really dark wood, and it was absolutely gorgeous, but it showed everything, every dog hair, every piece of dust. I told my husband I could spend every day just like cleaning the floors. I didn't like that. So in the past 2 houses that I built, I've gone with kind of a pretty light white oak type of wood. So obviously too, if you're building like true custom, like I did, you have like thousands and thousands of choices. In these design centers, it's going to be easier because you have like 8 pieces of wood or 8 pieces of luxury vinyl. A lot of my clients like the tile throughout, the wood-like tile. They feel like it's easy to clean. The only complaint that I've heard is that the tile can be hard to stand on all day. It's not as forgiving. So, and the other thing that I really tell my clients is try not to transition too much. Transitioning flooring is kind of going out. So we may throw a fun tile in the laundry room, to kind of get a variety. But you don't want a different tile in the bathroom and a different tile in the laundry room and then a different tile in the kitchen. Like the more simple and clean, the better as far as your flooring goes. Okay, so number 3 is we don't want to spend our money on things that we don't need to. So they're going to go to the design center and they're going to say, oh, well, to switch your faucets from, the chrome, which is your shiny silver, to black, it's $400 a faucet. Okay, I wouldn't spend that there. Faucets are so easy to replace, so easy. And they have them on Wayfair and Amazon and all the places. I like brass. I still like brass. I have it right there. I even have brass knobs and I like unlacquered brass. I like that kind of old world look where it feels worn out. My faucet is unlacquered brass. My hardware is unlacquered brass. And I got it from a store locally and it was not expensive. I was very cost effective, but I went for a certain look. So if you like brass and they're going to charge you $400 a faucet to change it to brass, or polished nickel is another great color. I have that in my primary bathroom. That's so easy. Okay, so you don't want to spend money on things like faucets. However, flooring and countertops and like shower tile, those aren't things that like you don't want to, jackhammer out your tile floors and replace it. If that's a little bit of an upgrade to give you what you want, I would put your money into the flooring and the countertops. I wouldn't put it into faucets. I also wouldn't put it into paint, obviously, and I would not put it into lighting. Very easy to go to Wayfair. A lot of the builders will say, oh, well, we'll give you 2 cans over your island, but you're going to pay this insane amount for these pendants. And a lot of them aren't even pretty pendants to choose from. As long as those sockets that they're putting those cans in can hold a light, or you can add an adapter to hold a light fixture, again, super, super easy change to do on your own. You don't want to pay a builder to put in an ugly pendant or even an expensive pretty one where, again, all these other stores, Ferguson's and Wayfair and all these places are so easy. Okay, so that's not something I would put it in. Hardware. A lot of builders will not install hardware and they'll charge you an insane amount to install hardware. Super easy to put hardware on your cabinets. I find it kind of weird that they don't install hardware, but a lot of them don't do the soft close, which is a very affordable upgrade, and they don't put hardware on cabinetry. You just are supposed to open it with your hands. But again, those are really easy do-it-yourself kind of projects if you're one of those people that does it yourself. Some people don't like that and they want it all done, and I totally get that. The next thing is not really a mistake, but you have to be prepared. So do your homework before your design meeting, okay? Create a Pinterest board. Save pictures to your phone or computer. Go to the model. Let's just say you're building a Highland home. I have somebody building a Highland home in South Houston, or we're building a Perry home, or we're building a Weston. I have lots of people building Weston right now. I think I have 5 or something like that. If you like something in that model home, let's just say it's a floor color. Let's say it's a backsplash on a kitchen. Anything like that, take pictures, write the address down, take a video, bring it to the design center and say, hey, I really want this backsplash in my kitchen, or I love the way this primary bathroom is. Tell me what countertop this is, okay? That is very important. Another trend on countertops, just to mention, is the all white look is kind of going out. Make sure, a lot of people are going to a more natural stone, whether that be quartzite or granite or even marble. I have marble in my house, but it's honed marble, and I found that if you have it honed, which means makes like a matte finish, it's way more forgiving. For those of you building custom, I can help you through all that because I've been down that rabbit hole. But a lot of marble in my house, and I have it honed. My countertop installer was fabulous. I love him. And so I don't have a lot of staining, but regardless, the solid white is kind of going out. A lot of the builders are doing this cultured marble in the bathrooms, and it stains really, really easily. So you have kids in there and it's not very forgiving. For my boys, I did black granite countertops. Actually, I think it might be this one. You can see it has a little bit of veining in it. I think the boys have the same one. And so it's just a black. It's easy to clean. They can't mess it up. They spill toothpaste and whatever on it. They can't mess it up. And I went dark in their bedrooms. Going back to paint, I did want to point something out. So if you are painting, this is just a total off topic because you're probably not going to do this with the builder. The tone on tone is very popular. You can see I've done it here. So this is my dining room, and it's all the same color. Even my windows are the same color. The ceiling is the same color. The walls, all the things. So it's all the same. It's kind of an inky black color. I can't remember the name right now, but I just did different finishes. So this is kind of a lacquered shiny finish because this is our bar. And then the walls, I like flat paint. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but it paints over real well. So every 6 months, I just take my paint can, I do touch-ups, you don't see it. If you have a finish on there and you touch up the paint, that finish is gonna fade over time and it's hard to touch up. It washes easier, but touch up is worse. So it's just, you pick your battles. Anyway, but my trim, everything is the same color. So it's all, that is a very popular trend. My boys have that. One of my boys has navy all through his room. He has navy tile in the bathroom, navy ceilings, navy walls, even navy doors. So that's cool. It's all monotone. The whole thing is the same color, different finishes. So if you're looking to update a room or a bathroom, I'll try to get a few pictures that I can throw in this video to show you if their rooms aren't a mess. So I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. But that's kind of a cool thing you can do with paint. Okay, so you're gonna have a plan and a style. So, you know, are you the French country style? Are you very modern? You know, what are you, contemporary, you know, transitional? Have a style, have a plan going to that design center because it will make your life a lot easier. Okay. So you just want to make sure you have pictures, video, and a style to follow. Okay. So those are kind of mistakes, like putting gray floors in, having to rip out tile, not putting money into faucets and lighting and things that are easy to change. Those are all things that are important points to think about when you go to that design center. And I will walk you through all that and kind of, we play with the budget of where we try to be. These builders will tell you, oh, we're giving you $40,000 at the design center. Well, that goes away. Like your flooring could be $25,000. So it's not as cool as it thinks, especially they kind of escalate those prices. That's where they make a lot of their money. So you have to be careful about where you're spending your money. Then after you move in, there are so many things that you can do to your house to kind of up the value. But the first thing is we want the bones to be timeless. So we don't want that to be trendy. We want it to be timeless. We want in 5 years, you're going to call me and say, hey, Natasha, I need you to sell my house. And I want to do that for you, but I don't want it to look dated. Okay. So we're going to go for timeless selections. And then there are things you can do. Window treatments are always a great thing. I have curtains and shades that I've done. I actually did them online and installed them myself, but they are double lined, they're linen, and they're gorgeous, and it helps every single room. For my boys, I did IKEA blackout curtains. It was easy, affordable, and they're teenage boys. So window treatments can be huge. A lot of the wall trim, and I will take a picture of this. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Hang on. Let's see if I can get over here. Take a little tour around my house with me. So this kind of wainscoting and trim, and I have it going up the stairs. I don't know if you can see that, but all that is really popular too. So, and things you can do afterwards. I mean, it's really, really easy to add that to the walls and paint it. So those are details that you can do after that will add value to your house. So painting, window treatments, adding wall trim. I have a client that just, built-ins are very popular. A lot of people like built-ins now. Those are all things. Customizing your primary closet. A lot of times the builders will really charge you a lot of money to customize that closet. And that's something you can easily do afterward as well if you're really trying to cut back on your budget. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you. I don't know where you're watching from. It keeps the channel going. If you'll communicate with me below, leave a comment, tell me where you're watching from, any ideas or videos that you want me to film, any neighborhoods that you're looking at, any questions. I would love to help you. Reach out anytime. Days, nights, weekends, I'm helping people like you every single day buy homes in the Houston area and relocate here, and I would love to hear from you. I hope you have a blessed day.